Wrong one. We're just going to grab OBS. There are times in which I am very keenly aware that I gave away the second monitor, the third monitor. We've got some entities being attacked up here again. The stream started. It did, Kim. Hello. What's going on here? I gave away the third monitor, like, for free? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I have nothing because we just came back here. That's right. Why? Because it was when I moved and my mate had a single monitor and I had 3 monitors, and my middle one was the wrong, like, was a different resolution. So it was kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Any goals for today? The biggest goals for today are primarily just get green belts automated. That is what I'd like to finish the stream with, knowing that green belts are fully automated. You ordered a stand for your third one. Yeah, I use Visa mounting. And it is quite good. I quite like it. Any smaller goals? Liberate my trains again. Hey, Ryan. Welcome on in. How are you? You are the Lorax. You speak for the trees. If you break your trees, you break my knees. Well, that's not very Lorax-like. I think the Lorax was more, like, peaceful, wasn't he? I actually don't remember. Oops, oops, oops. Down here. Whoops, I took the wrong direction. This isn't good. Don't mind me, chat. I'm just taking the long way around to my base. Here we are. Oops, there was acid there. Oh, there is so much acid all over the ground. They've been spitting everywhere. I honestly wonder if it's worth, like, deleting a bunch of them, but not all of them. And just, like, shrinking them so they won't actually be an issue. I'm also very lucky this still has power. I don't know where the power is coming. Oh, right. Never mind. I know where the power is coming from. Like, if I just leave it like that. No. There we go. It will spread again over time. Yeah, but it might take a little longer. I swear, it normally just happens in an instant. Hey, Jareth, how are you? Now I need to do this, and I need to run around and get down here. And come at them from the bottom. The main reason I'm coming at them from the bottom is so I don't hit my own infrastructure. I am the biggest danger to my my buildings in the end of the day. There we go. Oh my gosh.
I can never remember which potato is the communist.
I can never remember which potato is the communist. We used to have 2 potato-named people come in, and they were always... one was a communist, and I was always mixing them up. Hello, Agent Moore. Thank you so much for gifting those 7 subs to the people in chat. It is greatly appreciated by all involved. I think you'll find I came at them from the bottom now, so... Oh, they go out into here and then into here.
Hi, Arch.
I'm just going to collect all of this. We could probably have a couple more centrifuges doing this now. Hello, Agent Moore. I hope you're well. The Cowboys got spanked 80 to 12? Definitely not what they used to be. Everyone's a sub when it comes to Arch. Oh my. Wild. Big if true. There we go. A week after beating the Broncos. I think it's okay. See, look, they're back. Oh wait, no, I never defeated them. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just the issue there. The intro is Agent Moore's voice. Oh my god, what a wormy place this one is. Speaking of wormy, I got to play so much Worm over the weekend that it made me very happy. What module are we missing? Right, the white space one. That's right. We wound up with all the asteroids. And I needed to build a new space platform. Steel 60 platform foundations. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. I'm going to take some of those. All the cogs as well. And some engines and stuff. A few things that'll come in useful to me. But I do want to get the ball rolling on that space platform. So, to do so, I'll take that steel. We need to set up our space platform maker. Which I believe was down here. Alright, we'll get this rolling. I don't know if there's anything I need here. This isn't sitting and waiting on anything, is it? No. This will just chug away in its own time. Alright, so we'll get that going. What else do we need? The processing units. I'll go get some processing units. Make sure I have those. And so the idea is for Fred to be a travel one, and for the others, we've got Bob, we're going to have Steve, I think I've decided. Do I have any electromagnetic plants? Please tell me I do. Fred, do you have any electromagnetic plants? You don't. You are above Volcanus. Oh, right. Thank you, Agent Moore, for those gift subs. We have achieved the hype train. Enjoy those level 2 emotes, chat. Now the challenge here is I don't have any way of sending the other ones up, which is a slight bummer, but that's okay. That will just wait. Oh, I have another centrifuge. That sounds like a good opportunity to get the ball rolling on that. See if I have any green ones. I don't think I do. By green ones, I'm referring specifically to my these. So I need circuits. Nothing here. Let's go check my crafting ones. So we have a crafting setup here, which seems to have nothing but these belts. Oh, I got a whole bunch of green ones there. So I'm going to take all of this. And I'm just going to go plonk it here. I do hope you're all doing well, though. Thanks for being here. This needs more cogs. I'm just going to dump some cogs in. Oh, I don't think... okay. Just collecting a whole bunch of the advanced circuits. Go, boom. What has run out of ammo? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we got 28 green now. We have the 60. We are going to need some more, so I'm happy to let that continue. But we will do that. Fred's on its way to Navas. Look at it go. Grabbing all the bits. Right, we don't have a limit on carbon. enable if carbon is less than 100. And then we are going to set another one here. Enable if ice is less than 100. So that should still be processing, but yeah, we're not grabbing any of the carbonic ones. And then we are also going to connect this. Oops. It was already connected. Right. Okay. It's gonna sound strange, but we got too much ammo. Enable if less than 5k? Pretty sure I was meaning less than like 1k at most. So all of this should pause if it hits too high a number. And Bob here is just continuing to make just enough ammo. It's really impressive that Bob is able to make just enough ammo. We have one space platform starter pack. So we stick that there. I'm going to call this one Steve. And we need some green circuits here. Steve now exists. Steve will be used to generate white science. So we will have to set up a ground radar, I believe. Wait, what's... Get rid of that. Put those up there. Deliver cargo. To Steve. How do I rename him? Red had something destroyed. Where? Oof. There is out of ammo. Okay. Oh, I see. Alright, well that was awkward. Why do we have so many carbonic asteroids? Ah. I know why. Now this becomes tricky. Because theoretically, we do need more ice. But these are full of ones we don't need. Nice ship. Thanks, King. It needs work. I've got too much stuff. I don't know how to make this work. I don't have too much stuff, it's just not being utilized properly. Well, fair. Oh, I've dumped a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. Okay. Alright. I have to ask what you mean by that, though. 25, no. Maybe. Like, I guess that's where my question is coming in. What do you mean by that? You can help me with the problem that I have too many asteroids of certain types. Is there, without reprocessing, is it putting a recycler there? Sure. I'll take that info. All right. We're going to Steve. Space is like lava. There's a really odd sense to that. Toss them over the edge. Okay. Take the filters off your collectors and just trash any you don't need off to the side. I get what you're saying, but do I have filters on anything then? Space below ground is a vacuum. So if I have like that, theoretically, anything this finds, if this doesn't need it, it just gets yeeted. Right, collect everything into your hub and then have 3 arms with filters. That I understand. Where do I find space for 3 arms with filters, though? Oh. My logistics bots are like, hey, I've got your things right here. Okay. That is never going to happen then. In that case, Fred, go to Narvis and passenger present. That way I can send up anything I need and to build it. Steve? How do I... Can I rename Steve? Steve, there we go. Okay. So, first things first. Alright. After that, we're going to look at making a asteroid collector. What do I need for an oh, I can make them. Steve McDykel. Wait, it didn't stick. I didn't do it right. There we go. Fred is above me now. Then I'm going to have 2 of these. What have I got? Electric furnaces. That's what I want. 2 electric furnaces. So that would be direct feed. Belt. Another one. And then that missing. How much belt? You've got 75 blue. Okay. Use filters. Your job is iron ore. Your job is plates. Alright. Now what stops if the plates are too many? Technically nothing should really stop. But maybe it should. So we go green to this. Enable if plates are below 400. No. How much is in a stack of them? Yep, 4 stacks. Hello, Tatsu. How are you? I'm going to get rid of this. Oops. And so, I am going to set up this and be like, enable if space, this is greater than 5. Enable if this is greater than 5. And same thing for this. Alright. And set, no, not set filters. It's got to be filtered to its control one. And then no filters. No filters. Oh! I see. Fred's getting an upgrade, yeah. We're working on making Fred a little bit more, good. So that covers most things. I'm actually going to remove this because we don't need this land here. And I would rather not be wasting space. Because what do we have now? We've got like 120, yeah. Provide materials to other platforms. I think Steve is requesting. We're gonna request 100 of those as well, because that'll bring him across. Calling the ship Fredder the Breader would be an automatic win, as Breader's awesome, and nothing is better than Breader. You are very silly. Oh, did you just get your 100? Yes, you did. Very nice. Okay. Reddest? Ah. Oh. You were so close. We're just a little bit shy. Oh, I think we just got some more. Yep. Okay, we got the last of it. Okay. Now, what do we got here? We have not sent any collection robots up. But I did craft one, and if I recall, Fred has a whole bunch sitting inside it. Yeah, 3, 2. So, let's go to Steve. Steve is going to request... two of those. And then... oh, okay, it's got to wait for those to come. I think. No rocket silos accepting automatic requests. I thought Fred would be happy to deliver this. Do I have the right thing requested? Now I am confused. Oh, all. There we go. Now they're coming. Right, now this, to make science, requires ice, iron, and coal. Carbon. So, we do this, and we go, I want this here, and this here. We can then go... Alright, they will just start stocking it. And then we'll do the exact same here. Enable if
someone better put some pants on.
Iron is greater than 5. Uko, 15 stream streak. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, now we just have to go to this and change this one to this. And this one to this. There we go. We've got 5 of each technically, but now we need some crushers. Easy. Bippity boppity, your roast chicken is now my property. Well, you can't argue with that. I believe that is indeed now his property, Abdul, so you will have to hand it over. There is no other alternative. Alright, we got just 3 normal ones. That's alright. So that's 300. Let's go get some more ground. Hey Reza, how are you doing, mate? Oh boy. We are making a dent in those foundations. Send that to Steve. Send that to Steve. I need bricks and steel. Need more sleep, but good otherwise. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I've just been sleeping well enough or I just can't sleep more, but I have really kind of struggled with sleep as of late. What did I just... Oh, wait, never mind. Like, I woke up at 7 a.m. today and I just couldn't get back to sleep. It was honestly a little frustrating. Alright. I think we'll deliver all of them. And we'll pack the rest with those. You had a plane flyover at 6:30 and same. Could not get back to sleep. Right. Yeah, my problem is just like, for some reason, cannot sleep. Alright. Now, we are going to need more land, so... So, what are we going to do first is... How many... Does this have any... It has 38. I think we can get 2 in there. And then we want... Oh, wait. Let's go the crushers there first. I think the crushers would be really good. Just sitting... that probably have to go here now. So this is going to be put to metallic asteroid. Carbon. And then this is ice. This is electric furnace. Huh. Slight issue here. They do not need to be as close. All right. And then we can go this here, here, and here. That way. Alright, we got to send more green ones up. Is this second Fred? No, this is Steve. We've now got Fred, Bob, and Steve. Where was I making red science? In a box. Here it is. Then we need blue. There we go. I wonder if I should stick quality ones in here rather than speed. It doesn't really matter. Why do sometimes... I don't know why sometimes steal. Maybe it was a user error in the past. 30. 30 should do for now. That gives us 44. And then we'll give some belts. Because, you know, always need belts. Alright. So, if we go back to Steve now, Steve should have these in. There we go. And enable if plate is less than 200. Yep, there we go. So, use filters, ice. Enable if iron ore is less than 200. Enable if carbon less than 200. And enable if ice less than 200. Oh no. They're making their way in. They are getting more powerful. Right. So. Now. This should be carbon. This should be steel plates. Right, now I need to send red and red boys, which needs gears and inserters. And also more blue belts. Which should be fine. I think that should be enough. Is there anything else I need to send up? Does science quality do anything? Can you even change the quality of science? What did I just finish making? And I think it makes more research per science pack. Okay. Thank you. There we go. We have automated our science. There's 4 right there. Why aren't you using them for that? How odd. Trying to enclose a hole which can't be done. Right. Right, I see your point. So this is making 0.41 science per second, but it has low power. Okay. Time to go and get more of this. I'm pretty happy with that many now. Steve has too much iron ore. But I think that will stop now. Still low power. Okay, what are we looking at? Power-wise. Producing 112, but they want to consume a lot more. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, no. Apparently still can drop into low power. How many more platforms? I have 3 more platforms. But lots more solar panels. So let's see if this drops now. Still hitting low power. Dang. Alright. That's alright. I have plenty more where that came from. A little late, but you can alt-click on any item to get the Factopedia. Yeah. I always forget about that. Alright, how's Fred looking? Like, god dang mess. There we go. Disabled by control behavior. There we go. Hey, Square, how are you? Alright, I think this is done. Alright, let's go.
Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Hey, Square, how goes the fight tonight? What fight tonight? Life is a fight. Well, only if you're doing it wrong. All right. Let's head to Fulgora. These should have most of it covered. So now these are just collecting everything and dumping it all. What? Enable if this... Oh. The fight to keep all the carbonic asteroids out. I think at this point, I'm just creating more asteroids. Alright, time to drop to the planet. You're a little miffed. You were relying on a friend to help you with something today that your job sort of depends on this week, and you haven't heard from him. Mostly concerned about his well-being, given... Hope he's alright. Alright. Oops. What am I doing here? Ooh. 1.6, quality 1. That feels unnecessary. You people down under are strange. You have heat waves at Christmas and eat dinner at noon. Well, it's not like we have a lot of control over that. That guy going? We are somewhat beholden to the weather. Go more to Fred. I thought I had more robots somewhere. So I'm becoming, if I recall correctly, this planet kind of sucked when it came to bots. Now, reinforced concrete, if I recall, was very tricky because it mostly relied on everything else being delivered. How much reinforced concrete does it require? 50. Time to get some steel. Something is blocked up. Take care of it, shortly. Oh, we're actually full on, that, okay. I don't know how to deal with that. I guess I go boom this way. Let's find out. You left your butter a bit too long outside the fridge. Now you have some butter soup. Bruce, remember the good old days when you said, I'll probably go to Gleba later today? Yeah, it's not that I'm avoiding Gleba. It's that I've just been aware that so many other things. Depends how split it is, Crisea. And our batteries are full. Not something you'll catch me saying. So if I wanted to put a battery in here, what do I get out of it? Those two. Huh. What's the issue here? This is 100 plates and that has 2 of those. That fight is ongoing. I feel this is incorrect. But I don't know how now. So if this is here, I would need I don't have enough space for this. What we're going to do is we're going to put this here. Is this enough out? Okay, it is. That's hilarious, but I don't have enough for this one. That's right. That will work. And then we go... Bugger. Okay. I'm going to get the stuff to make... What do I need? Coal and circuit. Sorry, steel and circuits. Pretty... Should be simple. Then my steel stockpile goes here. And then I would like blue splitter. You always get back 20% of the ingredients, either fixed or there's a chance. Yeah. No, I know about that. What I was mostly working out was what is the actual, what are the things? Filter, iron plate. So... this won't work. Unless what I do is put this here. And the priority is right. Get some speed modules in that and hopefully start seeing it speed up. Only 2 speed modules. Interesting. Where are my other speed modules? Oh, we got a rare one. Nice. What are you lacking? Concrete. Okay. How much I can do there? I say that I can stop playing Factorio anytime. I don't think so, because I am streaming it. It would be weird to just stop it mid-stream. You know? I don't think I'm addicted. I think... because I only play it when I stream, right? And that is kind of the fun of it. I'm enjoying it and I look forward to it. But it means that I can turn around and go, all right, that's done. I'm not going to play it for 2 more days. And I think if I were sitting there eagerly awaiting... What is the issue with this? Let's just make a storage chest. There we go. They're happy. So I'm between excuses and denial. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Sure, I'll pay that. No, I do enjoy it very much. I will say I do not think that I am addicted. Like, I think I enjoy this a lot, but if there is a game that has my addiction at the moment, it's Worm. I've just not, you know, I'm just very well aware that Worm is not a streamable game. Okay, I like those emotes. Eight. Man, they really are hitting this. This is starting to produce a lot more. Alright, it is still protecting itself though, so that's fine. Okay. So we're now going to go make speed 2 modules. What other modules can I make currently? I can make speed 3, but that is on Volcanus, which I should look at doing, in all honesty. Alright. Okay. This rocket, I will be heading back. No, don't. We don't send asteroids to space, silly. That feels like it defeats the purpose. One just step away from quality modules. Exactly, that's the goal. As someone who realized came to the realization they had an MMO addiction, you wouldn't say Archer's Factorio addiction. Wait, what's being hurt now? Ah, right, okay. You think Drongo tried to stream it at some point? Drongo tried to stream Worm Online. Drongo started started his Twitch channel solely playing Worm Online. And I, not to toot my own horn too much, supported him with it a lot. I did quite a lot of that in getting that done. Toots chats on. Yeah, you can do that. So I was the community manager at Worm Online during that time, and so I arranged for like server-wide notices that he was streaming Worm Online when he went live for people to tune into and watch. Not because of like favoritism or anything. I didn't know him at that point really well. What it was I was very strongly of the opinion that we needed to encourage streamers to be playing our games. And the challenge we had was that the game was hard to stream. You know, it's mostly a game that you sit there and you watch timers. But Drongo managed to be entertaining and do that. So yeah, that's where I pushed a bit of that. And yeah, I'm not saying that I am anything to thank for his success. Drongo's success is 100% his own. I have done the exact same thing for streamers who never went past like 5 viewers. But I enjoyed seeing him grow. But yeah, Worm Online was the game he started streaming. I was a follower before it was cool. I have the founder badge on Drongo's stream. I was a subscriber before it was cool. What's the game again? Worm Online? Yeah, but with a U instead of an O. So WURM. Yeah, no, I'll fanboy all over Drongo, and he's an absolute legend in person as well. I've had dinner with him, as well as Salberry and Part-Time Triggered. This is having some low power issues. That should stop that. No, apparently it still gets low power when it does that. There you go. Worm Online. Worm. Alright, I am on Fred. And we are headed to Nalvis. Not but Orm. I'm on Fred. Did I ask first? I made Fred. Of course I can be on him. I am not seeing ice come along. Wait, we are... Enable if it's greater than 5. Okay. Slight issue. I was throwing away all the ice. That's awkward. And then this requires the carbon. Do I still play Worm Online from time to time? Aren't you now level 17 million or something by now by then? So, Worm Online uses skills similar to RuneScape. In the sense that, you have different levels and different skills. So, it's not exactly as simple as that. We're going to drop to Nalvis when we get it. RuneScape? I'm up. You know, for all my love of Worm, I have struggled with RuneScape. Alright, we're back at making this again. We're also pausing thrust. You're gonna dip? No worries, Agent Moore. Thanks for being here. It's been wonderful having you here. And I hope you and yours are doing well. My gosh, I apologize if I've missed anything in chat. There's been a lot going on. If I do miss anything and you are up to it, feel free to just say it again in chat as well. Yeah, I can actually get my character stats for Worm. Let me have a look. So the stats are out of 100. If you want to have a look at my stats. 90 is like okay. Like 90 is where you can start being like really self-sufficient. Self-sufficient. So I'm not like great at it, but I've certainly been enjoying it. All right. So this should be white. We need to... My gosh, that went really fast. You need to do more preaching. You should be the Archbishop by now. Very nice. We now have white science. We have electricity. We only need 2,000 to go. We got a whole bunch of calcite as well. Okay. Very happy with that. So, Steve is just doing his thing. I don't think anything's going to sit out of power. No, pretty happy with that. We'll see how that goes, though. Bob, on the other hand, has no ammo. And that is mostly because we've only got one of these running. Alright. With that done, I think it's time we went to, oh. I've got lots of pink science. I need to just dump that there. I think it's time we went back to the future. $25. You should build more batteries. I got off that planet. Hello, Kino. Wonderful to see you. How are you? Steve could use some speed modules. I feel like it doesn't need it at the moment. You'd also put it... I don't know. I like the mystery. I like the mystery of how big is it really. Alright, let's go to Volcanus. My answer is I am defending forgetting that again. So why is this disabled? Right, okay, these should all be disabled then, because all of them are on. Considering the cultural impact of MMOs, it's crazy how difficult it seems to be able to make one. How few people do it successfully. The response was Kenobi. To run MMOs, you need money to keep the servers up. To have money, you must be a big company. To be a big company, you normally have microtransactions and stuff, which people don't like, so few companies find the in-between of funding the servers and not delving too deep into greed. I see where you're coming from, but I would also disagree with you, Kenobi. Worm Online has a maximum of about 5,000 players. And does not make a lot of money. Server hosting costs are actually quite cheap. The cost of hosting a server is a couple of $100 a month. The challenge is the approach of content, and also it is this thing of it is very hard to be a new... Oh, wow, I'm actually quite far away. Sorry. To be a new MMO. The reason is because everyone who plays MMOs already has their favorite. They've already got their MMO of choice. That's the tricky thing. No one is going to be like, oh, hey, this new one launched. I'm abandoning 10 years of playing this MMO to go and play this brand new one. There are challenges in which they do fail to succeed, or, you know, they succeed to fail by being greedy or having issues. But yeah, there really is quite a lot of the sunk cost fallacy. If there would be a great new MMO, a lot of people would try it, and if it's good, you would play. Oh yeah, for sure. The challenge is most of the new MMOs aren't that great. Now, what were we doing? We needed to make blue circuits. Blue circuits require sulfuric acid and the electronic and advanced circuit. So we were talking about getting sulfuric acid here, which shouldn't be too difficult. But, Fred, can you please... There you go. Alright. And now that you've done that, continue on your way. Speed module 3. That was only a speed module 2. So I don't need that one yet. I can make them here easy enough. What we are looking at is how to effectively do this. And if they're great, bots start to overrun the economy. So they have to decide to build a great MMO instead of a mid or bad one. I think it's more the fact that the actual requirements of building an MMO are so expensive that it is not worth doing. In all honesty. It is very rarely worth making an MMO over a single player game. MMOs as a genre are very strict in what you can really do for it to be fun for years and years and to innovate, try find new activities. What's expensive about it? You have to keep, like, as you said, you have to keep making content. You have to keep releasing updates. And the other fact of it is you can't just make a fun fishing game. You need to make a fun fishing game with all of these systems and all of these interactions and all of this thing to make sure it's fully balanced for what the players expect. And that's where it becomes really tricky because you have to create so many systems and make sure that they all balance and work together. There is a difference between an MMO and a live service game. An MMO is a live service game. A live service game is not necessarily an MMO. Rightio. I think it would be smarter to... How many does this requires for a second? If I put this down and say, hey, I want you to be making these, how many do you make a second? 0.3. I would like to at least be hitting half of that. What does the blue one do? 0.4. Jesus. We are making two of those a second. Yeah, actually, we don't need to worry too much about it. There we go. I need to get some grabby hands. I think I made some down here. Hello, Torlak. How are you, mate? Don't get me wrong. Like, there are times in which new MMOs do crop up and they do well. But quite frankly, it is difficult to be a breakout hit. Like, that's the funny thing. I would have, in all honesty, considered New World to be one of those ones, but then Amazon just went and shut it down, and so I'm like, well, fuck me, I guess. Apparently I don't know what makes an MMO hit nowadays. Wait. I did automate them up here. And I had them so automated that they were making just constant uncommon ones. Target full. Ah. Yep. There we go. Let's get some of that going. We got some nice production modules. And we're low on blue. We're low on circuits. Override stack size, 1. There we go. That way, it doesn't take enough to actually cause an issue, and we're just slowly feeding them out. You don't care about the MMOs or the GTAs, you just want Clay to keep making oxygen not included stuff. It is interesting to me how many games are just releasing DLC for their existing games. And to me, that is actually an indicator of them banking on existing IP as opposed to trying to break into new IP. And that's the tricky part, right? It's like, it is easier to go with a new with an old IP at the moment. Oh, right. There we go. What did you say?
Bruce Force.
MMOs were built in a time where gaming wasn't super innovated, so every game was a risk, so why not just innovate if it's going to be a huge risk anyways? No, I'm saying the opposite of what you're saying. I'm saying don't innovate. That's where studios are at. Do not launch new IPs at the moment. The market is not in a good space. That's why remakes are happening. That's why you're seeing all of these things pop up, because quite frankly, it is a risk to make anything else. Hello, friendly kitten. I hope you're doing well. You're waiting on the ads to fuck off. You can go with an old IP and create part 2, 3, 17, or you can have a solid game and support it. It varies between what is successful, like what is possible. Like, for example, DLC is an option.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
I don't want to do anything sexual with the panda.
You heard it here first. I don't want to do anything sexual with a panda. And nobody here can insinuate otherwise. You have no proof. Right. Filter blue. There we go. But pandas are sexy as fuck. Well, sure, I might want to cuddle with one, but I just don't want to do anything sexual with them. Now give me a koala bear, or koala I should say, they're not bears. I joke because koalas have chlamydia, and I would not want chlamydia. I've never had it, but like, you know, it's not something I want to change. It's not like, oh, I've never had chlamydia, so, you know, now's the time to start. It's, I've never had chlamydia, so good time to not have chlamydia. I'm so good with words. There we go. And then I want this here. I don't have any boxes. Where is my steel? Actually, I'll just take this for now. We have green splitters automated. When did the conversation steer that way? It was when the quote came out. But yeah, I'm saying that making mini games nowadays is a risk. And so a lot of studios will prefer to avoid that risk and go with a known IP. Wow, this is really struggling. How many pieces does it need? 30. How many can you do? You're way faster. You're waiting on red because you've stolen them all. Green is coming out like decently. Output full. Oh, that's because we're not actually... That's awkward. There we go. This is half a belt of 60. So we can do 30. Yeah, we got nowhere near enough. Green is coming out of the closet? Yes. I feel like we don't have enough copper wire coming out of this at the moment. But I'm looking here. This requires like 120 a second. So to fully support this, we need so much more. But to be fair, this is like chock-a-block, so maybe we don't need to support it. Maybe we just need to expand it. Chat, maybe the factory needs to grow. Has anyone thought of that? If anyone's thought of that, put your hand up. If you think, man, I always thought the factory must grow. You know, I thought it would be kind of neat if the factory grew. Not the factory must grow, it's the factory could do with a little growth. No, think of the children. I am thinking of the children. We are eradicating microplastics from the world. What will be our children's microplastics? It was asbestos for our grandfathers, lead for our fathers. Now what for our children? Everything AI. AI and brain rot. Yeah, it's just going to be technology that rots their brain. Wait, wrong way. There we go. Don't get used to asbestos intelligence. Our children will be plagued with 6-7. Now. We had the letter E. Like, millennials have had cringe humor as well. Let's not pretend that 6-7 is the first time a cringy thing has been done by a generation. I feel that's very unfair. Every generation has a funny number. They do. As they should. Alright, what is not being used at the moment? Everything says output full, but I don't believe it all. Surely this can't all be being used. Okay, this one isn't. Alright, out of all of this, one isn't being used. This is 93. Right. That's what I wanted to look at. What am I running up here for? I'm looking for productivity modules. Take those and I'll take those. Dang, that's a lot of good productivity modules. I'll actually take a couple of stacks of the others. They found self-help books in the papyrus rolls they scanned and used LLM to look at it. A use of LLM I do not mind for science. Yeah, look, this is the thing with AI, and I will always say that. There is aspects of AI that can and will be useful. But that use is not fucking art. Now we're producing 70 a second. Alright, we are dropping our usage significantly. But I do suspect AI art usage to continue to grow. I think that the unfortunate aspect of it is many cultures see it as a leveler rather than a hindrance of cultural stuff, but yeah. Not that I have a resigned feeling to it, because I don't. It's more that maybe I do have a resigned feeling to it. What am I thinking? It's more that I think that others will. We are making more foundries, and I need to see if I have any sitting around first. What do I need? They need triangles, don't they? That's like the tricky part. Foundries need triangles. And refined concrete. What you see in programming is the dumbification of workers? Absolutely. No, I'm fully with you there. And you know, I see that too. I think the fact that I can sit down and I can code an app thanks to the help of AI is a big sign that there's something wrong with AI. If I can do it, then people that are smarter than me should not be relying on it. Not black and white, but we should try to avoid it for general public use. Yeah. I was actually having a chat with a mate, and he knows someone who's got a contract for building alright, where are my rods? You can't cast rods, can you? You can. Okay. Yeah, he's got a contract building the data centers. And my mate asked him, have you actually spoken to the people who are like doing all of this? And he's like, nope. Never said a word to the actual owners. My mate was like, are you sure you're not working for the AI? Is it possible that you are actually working for the AI? Can we move from AI before you punch a hole through 7 walls? That's a little weird. Like, I understand caring about stuff, but I don't think that that's a healthy thing. AI that assists a human doing their job you're okay with. AI replacing the human you're not. You don't agree that it lets unskilled people do something they've always wanted to, because by that logic, it's unfair I don't have the skills to build a skyscraper. Well, that's it. Use AI to build a skyscraper for you. No, I believe a few key things. I believe that AI should not replace humans. It can certainly augment work if it is applicable. I believe that everybody deserves freedom of religion and freedom to be able to have access to food and safe drinking water and such. I believe there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff, really. I am missing rods. But I don't know how to get my rods into here. Like, I feel like... a woman. Da, 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 da. This is 93. Yeah, that's already overloaded. I'm just gonna have to stick it somewhere. That'll do for now. You're on rod duty now. And you are also collecting rods. I wonder if current issues with steering agents, like not doing harmful stuff like hacking, will result in different risk assessments at the companies who try to automate everything with AI. Well, that's the thing, right? You know, it just doesn't really have the same moral quandaries. So why would we rely on it for anything like that? Work faster. I need more concrete. Time to lurk because the dumb burb streams at the same time as me. We do have clashing schedules. He is the enemy, but that's okay. Take care, friendly kitten. It's been great having you here. Alright, so that's just going to slowly keep ticking up again. Oh, you're missing those. Okay, never mind. I'm going to stick those in, but I think I've got better quality modules somewhere. I wouldn't mind some higher quality foundries. Oh, we got quality module 3 finished. What's next? Mech armor is 5,000. I kind of want to go for that. But also electric weapons damage is probably smarter at this point. Which bird is streaming? Drongo. He used to go by the online handle of Emu, as in emu, and he still has an emu as his icon. So yeah, he often gets called Bloody Drongo or, you know, emu. And he is a wonderful person. Like, you know, I'm very well aware that he streams the same time as me, but quite frankly, there's a level of I can't compete with that kind of quality and that kind of skills. So, you know, I'm just happy to be here with you all. It is wonderful having you. It is very, very wonderful being here with you all. And I hope you're all enjoying this too. You know? I used to get stressed thinking about, like, you know, stream numbers and all of that. But then I realized that I'm better than every other streamer, and just if people don't realize that, then that's on them. Or something like that. I forget the exact wording of it. This is true. Yeah, exactly. No, I am a firm believer in the idea that there is no real competition in streaming. Ah, modules are best made on the other planet. Okay, might have to play with that then. And then where is the more electric weapons damage? Oh, there it is. No one can beat Arch as streaming as Arch. There you go. That's exactly it. No one is better at me than being me. Many can't handle the pressure. To wake up as me, to stream as me. Maybe if someone comes up with the handle, Arch plays stuff better. Everyone's like, I like Arch plays stuff, but I mean, there's a channel called Arch plays stuff better, so it's just gotta be better, right? And I'll be sitting there going, well, you're not wrong. If this channel is Arch Play Stuff Better, then I should probably go check him out too. Alright. We are going to get real tricky here. I thought you wanted to get it to 100. Why'd you knock it down? That seems like a silly thing to do. Whoops. New tower, new us. Yeah. That's it. You wanted to wipe the slate clean and try again. And herein lies the problem, right? As you can see, even with a full side belt, there is not enough. And also low power. Wow. We've got to fix that too. Alright. I'm going to take a moment. I've got to go pee. I will be back in a moment. If only there was another way. There's no other way. Yes, I'm very well aware that we're going to be dedicating a belt to it. Don't worry, chat. Alright. I shall be right back. I need to go pee. you all doing? It looks like... It looks like you're all playing the weirdest words on stream ever. Mods made you do it? I think there's a big issue if you're trusting my mods. There, Reza. Beep. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope my mods have not been too disappointing. What does this require? 2 processing units per. That's not too bad. We don't like snitches here. Yeah. Snitches get stitches, chat. Output full. I don't even know what this is doing right now. I think that's where I was trying. Nobody likes trying. Arch, forgive us. Drop and give me 20. One. We're going for 1. Best you can do is 0. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. At the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers, and I am for sure not a chooser. I'm gonna put that there. What are you missing? Oh yes, so I've got tons of triangles for you. And you also will need steel and circuits. Okay. Lots of steel for me. I think I stole all the circuits from here. Chat lies. You were watching and the mods did nothing wrong, like Magnus. Well, now you've just gone and dobbed them in. I really did like that person was like, I just realized Magnus did nothing wrong. He was told to do nothing and he did something. He did nothing wrong. Magnus, a character from Warhammer 40,000. He was a one of the quote-unquote good guys, one of the heroes, who in his desire to warn his father of a betrayal, broke the shielding that his father had set up around some demon defenses and let the demons in. And from that, oh gosh, from that, essentially, he ended up having a big tantrum saying it was his father's fault and not his, and everyone's like, Magnus did nothing wrong, as a joke. Well, where is this steam coming from again? Right. Alright, we got plenty more space for these. I kind of want to set it up differently though. Getting steamy in here, it is. Show me your buns, chat. I'm not sure of the context, but I still stand by it. All right. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I don't have bots. Can you remind me that solar gets a 4 times bonus? Is there much point to using solar over steam? Like, realistically, when you can just use the steam turbines, does that still make it better? Solar doesn't need the acid? I'm pumping thousands of acid. Why would the acid be an issue? It's still going to run out eventually, maybe. Well, sure, but we're not playing Heat Death of the Universe Simulator. Steam is abundant enough that I don't consider that to be an issue, in all honesty. Oh no. Dang. Anyways, we need pipes, we need cogs, and we need plates. Alright, what do we got here? Probably nothing. Got some cogs. Got some plates. Got some pipes. Got some cogs. There we go. But yeah, like, out of curiosity, chat, what do you prefer working with? You use a little bit of everything? I just don't really see the need to use anything other than Steam. Oh, I realized that it's... You haven't played, but you've been tempted. You should play. The thing I like about this game is, despite what every backseater says, you can't actually play this game wrong. Nothing in this game actually goes wrong if you don't do it on time. Okay, minus maybe the occasional meltdown or, you know, thing like that. But in reality, nothing goes wrong. You can just kind of play the game and enjoy it. Runs naked into a spitter nest for the 589,000th and 10th time to prove the internet wrong. Okay. Haven't I been hit by 600 trains? Yeah, and look at me. I walked it off. That's kind of my point, right? Like, and you can turn biters off. And what I quite like as well, I watch a lot of Dosh Doshington and other Factorio creators, and so many of them would be like, oh, we're doing this challenge, we're turning biters off for this challenge, and I think that's cool. You know, it reminds me that it's okay to play without biters. Should we all try getting hit by a train 660 times? Yes. No, not at home. Sorry. Thought you meant in the game. Not at home. Alright. I'm going to stick this here. Okay. And you can still run in it up and down, but you can't run side to side. But there is a space, so what I might do... Oh, dang it! Biter was your nickname in high school. That's disturbing. I did it again, chat. You literally can't have it symmetrical because it has to move over to allow for that. There we go. Ah. This looks very cool. Very cool game, but becomes spaghetti, then your autism gets upset. I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you do you. There we go. That's going to be my blueprint. Unlimited power. Now I need bots. Can you do Ken after that? Oh, with consent. What am I looking for? I want to make bots. To make bots, I require flying robot frames. To make those, I require batteries and electric engines. I was making these somewhere over here. Oh, there we go. Got 40 of them. How many bots can I have? 10. I've got 12. That'll do. And then I need more pipes now. That one is making pipes, but I thought I put one... yeah, these down here. You're afraid if you start playing, you'll get addicted, then you'll get really good, then you'll start backseating. You may have noticed that I have hit a bit of a point where if someone does come in and say, hey, can I give this tip? I'll be like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm not gonna push against backseating so much anymore. It's just too much mental effort on my part and literally won't stop anyone. But I mean, if you think you'll enjoy it, I absolutely recommend getting the game. You know, I'm a big proponent of that, but it is a game that you can sink a lot of time into, and I think that's good for it. Like, I think that can be a good thing. Like, especially with how many games nowadays are like, oh, I just spent, you know, $20 and played a game that lasted 30 minutes. Very, very exaggerated for the record. Let's start that research. So I kind of like, yeah, if you are looking for a game that will definitely give you your money's worth, this is one. Chug, thank you. There we go. Why are you short of? You are short of dynamite. I think I was hand feeding dynamite. Yeah, that makes sense. Where are my cogs? This is making 24 cogs a second. Almost enough to actually be useful. You have a mountain of unplayed games. You try not to buy any more till you knock a few off the pile. Fair. I'm working on that for some achievements for some. On my recently played list, I've played Cosmo Drill. I have 100%ed Infinite Ruins and Rock Bottom. I got Fog Piercer. And there's a couple of other things that are on the way, but I can't say yet. I'm not allowed to tell. I promised that I wouldn't. Secrets, exactly. More secrets. Mysterious, exactly. Where is my blueprint? I made the unlimited power blueprint, didn't I? Gotta go? No worries, Bruce. I'll avoid going to Gleba for you. All right, I need more of those. Um, may have been a copy. No, we did save it as a thing. How is the zombie war of mine going? Planned end of early access was next year, right? I can't share. The early access release date is highly top secret business, and I can't say. More secrets. But to be fair, this one is like a work secret, and like, you know, I like staying employed by my work. The other secret is not a work secret of mine, but I also like not upsetting people. Let's start a betting pool on the release date then. As long as I can take part. There we go. Got some more uncommon steam turbines. You're upset that you do not know what you might be upset about later. It's already in early access. Yeah, I'm talking about 1.0. Sorry, the end of early access. No, it is incredibly... I don't mean to actually be a tease about it. It is incredibly exciting being able to work on something like that. You know, knowing it is a game that people are really looking forward to, you know? And we get quite a lot of that. Okay, I need 6 more. I have 4 of these. So I need 3 more. And some pipes. You're out of copper plates. Oh, I've got a rare. What does a rare do? 96 consumption for 9.31 megawatts. Putting the rare in here. And then I'll just put this 3 there. So this is all set up for the most part. We are just gonna loop it off at the bottom. And at the head. Right. Then I need a couple of these. This is the date. 31st of the 12th, 99.99. Little bit off there, Zarath. But I like your enthusiasm. Now we need to get some calcite over here. That is easy enough. There we go. And then boom, 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 and oh, hang on. There we go. And then we're going to just join them all together like that. And now they're sitting at max output. And we just spiked our power by quite a lot. You're waiting for it? You don't want to play it in EA because you don't want to have spoilers? That said, you're not buying many games. You haven't bought since Baldur's Gate 3 and Return to Monkey Island. You want to play them soon for quite some time now. Yeah, that's a... I get that. That's a... It can be tricky. Steel plate productivity. Although we've almost finished this. Oh, Mark III personal battery. Let's do this one. This one feels like it will be useful as we go. "94 steam turbines going." That makes me very happy. Nothing will be sitting and waiting. My plastic is slow. That's because my petroleum is slow, because my light fuel is slow. How's my heavy fuel looking? Heavy is just sitting there. Okay, and the heavy's being turned into lubricant, which is sitting there. So maybe we need to do some heavy cracking as well. Coal liquefaction. Right, we've got coal liquefaction versus simple coal liquefaction. Right, we need simple to fuel the other one. Got it. And all of this is... Whoa, hang on. Going here into this. And this is also being crafted into this. So maybe... output is full there. That requires 21. So we could probably include some more. Ashland tree is in the way. Yeah. Nope, don't want that there. There. So, how's this going? Right, there's just not enough going through. Okay. What we can do here then is we can go across here. Here. There we go. And you are short of water. Oh, right, okay. So that's consuming, we're consuming 80 now a second. That is going to chew all of that up, fortunately. That's okay. These two also don't speak. Now they do. This is probably a little too fast. Maybe we could stick some productivity modules in. You rolled over your finger with your office chair while sitting in it? That's honestly impressive. Like, just straight up, congrats. Why am I making steam here? Oh, I'm condensing steam. And then I'm making water. And the water goes over here to do this. Okay. And we are now producing more plastic. Okay, good. Impressively stupid. Yeah, but like, sometimes there's things that you do that are so dumb, you have to laugh and tell people about it, which I assume is what you're doing here. So thank you for sharing that with us. All right. We are stocking up on plastic there. So with all of this, this could be improved. Somehow it doesn't need to be because it's fueling enough to meet the needs of this, which makes sense. But then when we look at these, so this requires plates and belts. This requires lots of gears and lubricant and lots of gears. And then this requires tungsten plates. Right. So, now we begin phase 2. And phase 2 is essentially this again. Oh, you're not a... Okay, never mind. We also need more steel. Why am I running up all this way? I could just literally go, okay, I'm going to make a pump. And I will start producing some resources. I would like you make that. All right, we need some calcite. And I would like you to begin making me steel. And you can be very fast. Okay. What we're going to do, I'm going to stick this here, and then I want to look at what I need for this. So, 160 a second. But we also require we're going to have to do some math. Everybody break out your notepad. So green is 160 cog. No, so green is just 2 times blue. No, wait, that's not 2 times blue. Alright. We're gonna go with the way I was gonna go first. Green requires 4 blue a second. Blue to make 4 blue a second requires 2/3 of this. But let's just aim for that. 160 cogs and 4 red. To make 4 red a second, it is 80 cog and 2... Is it 2 or 4 yellow? 4 yellow. And then to make a yellow, it is 40 plate and 20 yellow track. To make yellow track, it is 8 cog, 8 plate. And then to make the plates, we need 40 per second. But even with that, it's still quite a lot. Okay, so all up, it is 248 cogs per second we need to be making. Um, 248 CPS, and it is 48 plate per second that we need to be making. Now, with these, casting cogs per second, let's go with level 2 productivity modules for the extra products. That is 4 per second. So in order to hit 248 cogs per second, 248 divided by 4.117, we need 59 foundries. We may have to rethink our plan. I'm not sure 59 foundries is feasible. Now, what if we were to do it with speed modules? I don't actually have those. That requires a lot more. Well, a lot less, but like, you know, more as well. I have the feeling we are not going to be hitting 4 blue per second. But we do have some rough math that we can look at for stuff. So, no, wrong one. So this requires 125 per second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts out 1200. We can just go 10. And I feel we can put speed modules in this. Like, we can just literally pump more lava into it. Right? There is no holdback from how much lava we can pump in. So if we were to go here, we are missing an inserter. What do we need for inserters? Probably plates. Oh. Did I lose you all on the math? It's okay if I did. You can say so. Next up, I want you to make me pipes. You kind of tuned out for the maths. Yeah, look, I don't blame you because I started doing it and then realized the scale at which I would need. And then I just kind of gave up as well. There we go. And then I can make apparently this. Cannot build on lava. Oh, there's lava there. Okay. You don't do math without calculators, and also not if you don't have to. Yeah, look, that's fair. You know, I'm the content creator. I'm the one that has to do the math because it's my factory. You know, everybody wants to tell me how to run my factory until math is involved. So maybe that's where I should start, like, going for it, being like, oh yeah, let's break out the calculator. And any backseater will just suddenly switch off. Look, I'm alright with telling you how to do it, but the second I need to start paying attention to the math, I'm out. There we go. You like math? Nice. I honestly would happily play with a rate calculator mod. It would be really nice to be able to see it like that. It kind of bothers me that you can't in the base game. Like, it's one of the nicest things about Factorio that you can just sit there and go, oh, I need this. How much of this do I need? That much. You are on cog duty. Oh, you have no calcite and you must scream. Right, okay. Doing the math yourself is half the fun. Spoken like someone who... I don't know. No, you are right. Oh my gosh.
I am pathoning.
Pino, thank you so much. Really appreciate that from you. That puts us over halfway towards our sub goal too. I'll be painting Lilith on stream. Who did Kino go and smack out of the air there? Mentana, Blamage, Edo Jiru, Jackalow, Beluga Tortuga, Rinks, A Blood Rena sticks out. Brax and AI, the less reasonable Wookie. Owl, the rest less reasonable. 35%. Is that
And now,
Twitch's
a word
or
from our
mine?
sponsors.
I share it. I am sharing it.
You saw me coming? I thought that was private.
Tomo. Tomo sneaking out there. Absolutely sniping people. Look at that. Bruce Molt, Uko, Drax, Cresea, The Parser, Earth Serpent, Players Pad, Tox Wii, Nuclear Fire, Cream Pie Analysis. Someone typed and went, "That's my name." That's what I want to hear streamers say. So you are welcome, Cream Pie Analysis. You made me say that out loud.
And now,
Oh
a
my
word
gosh,
from our
Tomo.
sponsors.
We were doing so well.
We are doing so well. Holy crap, Tomo. Gifting subs to all live followers. Sniped
Hype
all the
train
new
bits.
people. Hype Train level 7? That's got to be near my all-time one. Channel record is 9. Okay, that's insane. Thank you so much, Tomo, for sniping all of the lurkers and all of the people there. How can you only set it to live
bits.
followers? I think it's when you go and gift a sub. There is the yeah, it's gift to all people in chat. And so it's basically rewarding the ones that are there. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's a new Twitch feature. Everyone say a huge thank you to Kino and Tomo for their absolutely phenomenal kind gestures. That means the world to me. Thank you. Which you like so much better. Yeah, I know. I fully get that. I kind of like it too. Thank you all. And everyone in chat, enjoy the emotes. We've got another one coming soon as well. One that will pay homage to my fantastic driving skills. You know, so you know it's going to be good. Are we driving again? I don't think I'm allowed to yet. You don't see it? Interesting. I know it is there. I think I've seen it in other people's chats. I think it's off the top of my head. Actually, I'm not going to go off the top of my head. I'm just Stream manager. Yeah, there might not be anyone to actually snipe now. For obvious reasons. I wonder if you can do it and gift subs to all nobody in chat. So if you hit gift subs, you can scroll down the bottom. Oh no, I don't see it either. Yeah, no, it might be not there because everyone in my chat is now a subscriber. How wild. Thank you all so much. Right above giving the first sub. Yeah, then it's definitely not showing for me. Yep, I can theme my gift, gift to the community, gift anonymously, and I can theme it. But there's no gift everyone. Tomo, a huge thank you. And Kino, you too. Like, both of you are such wonderful people. And I really appreciate the support you give, you know, and your company. It's always a delight seeing you both in chat. And anyone else who cheered bits. I think I saw Pastor cheer some bits and Bold. Yes, getting in on those hype train emotes too. But yes, thank you all. I really appreciate that. You just tuned in and saw a hype train, so you had to join? Well, it's all the better for having you here. Enjoy all of those emotes. So we're now making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 8 times 6? 48. We're making 1/5. Get more people in here so you can see the button as well. All right, I will take my top off. You're munching lunch right now. Nice. What's for lunch? I think that's one full belt now.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
I would like you to meet my tree.
There you go. See, look. Tier 1 sub gifted to more people. Rice with veg, some chicken rolls with cheese in it, and some calamari. Ooh, nice. Hype train success. Chat. Level 7 completed. You are all phenomenal. Thank you so much for being here. Whether or not you contributed or lurked or received a gift sub, it's so wonderful to have you all here. And again, a big thank you to Eno, Bold, and Parsa, and Tomo. Really appreciate all of you. So this is... we've got 1, 2... We've got 10, so we're consuming 400. So, like, multiple of these. That's all right. Has anyone clicked on the 1,000 subs button and committed? $4,000 is a lot to do in one go. It's ridiculous. I do not know. I can say no one's done it in my channel. Obviously. But yeah, no, that is an awful lot to do, and it feels kind of like too much, if you ask me. It does happen, but that was big streamers. Yeah, no, it won't happen in little streams. Think you can break many a streamer with that amount? Yeah, I'm actually sitting there thinking, like, if that happened, I'm feeling a little broken just imagining it. Like, that's actually like a new PC for me. That is me being able to do something I've not been able to afford to do for years, kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't really know. I think you would break it. Not a fan of it. Feels a bit Let's Prey on the Whales. I am inclined to agree with you. I'm also a little bit conflicted about it because... Oh, whoops. I went the wrong way. I mean, the ability to do it already exists, right? It's just now it's prompted. The issue is it'd be kind of wasteful on small streamers because how many of those would actually stick or even join once? You'd rather send you that on PayPal? Yeah, cut out Bezos. Send it to my PayPal, cut out Bezos. That's probably the best way to go about it. All right. Here we go. Can this fit? Oh. And then we stick this one here. That's going to be a bottleneck, but we'll solve that. You saw it a few happens on the streamathon of a non-profit organization, which seemed like a worthwhile endeavor. The thing is with the Twitch cut, it's kind of like a lot. So it is one of those things of, it is a really generous thing to do, but I do feel like it could be a little bit better spent. But, you know, everyone is in charge of their own wallets, and that's an important thing to remember. Doesn't matter whether or not we would be like, nope, that's not something that we do. Somebody might be like, you know what? This person, you know, I have the money and this person could use it or benefits from it. Random fact. Ooh, what's a good random fact? I feel like I saw some random facts the other day that were really cool. But now I can't remember. Dazzle you? You want to be dazzled? Oh, here's one. Are you ready? I need to double check this because it is actually like I stop and go, oh wow, hang on. Okay. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the universe. Oh no, Milky Way. More trees on Earth than in the Milky Way galaxy. Yeah, no, sorry, I got the short end of that one. There are approximately 3 trillion trees on Earth and up to 400 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. There's almost 10 times as many trees. Now, grains of sand, on the other hand, not if Woodside has anything to say about it. Well, the Lorax was in here speaking for the trees. I'd like to hear his thoughts too. Okay. Oh, this is a tricky one. Um... So this is making tracks. This is making yellow underground belts. Oh, and this needs plates as well. And then this one is making blue. Oh no, this one's making red. Sorry. No lubricant needed yet. Then lubricant is needed. You saw a documentary yesterday about how trees are now starting to produce more CO2 than they can absorb. Really? Like the trees producing it? I have not heard that. That is wild. Oh, we appear to be quite low on lubricant now. So, what we need to do... enable if lubricant... Where's the lube? Pat, can you see the lube? I see those three. Oh, it's in fluids. Never mind. Is less than... Sorry, is greater than... 10. Three trillion trees on the earth. 3 trillion trees on the earth. You cut one down, you make some fire. Now it's 2.999999 trillion trees on the earth. It depends on the size of the fire, I guess. Output full. Now we got too much petroleum? But we're not getting it here. Where does this petroleum go? It only gets turned into that. Okay. Oh no. And then we can go down here. So yeah, those facts are really interesting. I love how many trees there are in the world. I don't know what this was running short of. Right, it's still running short of like light lubricant. But we'll have to see how that goes. Everything here is working as intended though. This one's output is full. Where does yours go? Oh, okay. There you go. It was the fire's fault. You're innocent. We didn't start the fire. It was dust mish. It's a bit of a different song. What did I go looking for? Oh, I actually had to bring the lubricant across. Huh. I'm going to stick this here. No, here. Oh, that's a sucky placement for it. Alright. That should be fine, actually. So this becomes blue. This becomes green. And these start facing this way. And go... And we'll stick this here. And so we grab this one, put it there, that one, put it there. And then we've just got to put in the lube. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't think I do a good Gollum voice, just for the record, in case nobody realized from that. Minor little bit. Oh, this doesn't need cogs. That's right. The cog stops there. This needs tungsten plates. Wrong way. Look at that. So that's going to start coming through now. I've done it, chat. I've automated fluid ingredient shortage. None. Output full. Okay, I've gotten something wrong. Oh. Yeah, that's funny. One token. Nice work, Kalishu, and you didn't even knock it over. Well done. There we go, chat. Boom. That'll take care of the this is like currently quite full. What I might also do is just do a sneaky little loop back. Alright, that's at $9.99. Why are we stopping? I specifically ordered you all not to stop. Oh, right, okay. It is just, at the end of the day, it's the, these coming in that's the slowest part. So we need to work on improving our, production of that. They're all working quite fast, and we're not seeing a huge build-up of... Okay, we're not seeing any build-up of ore. So it looks to me like what we're going to have to do is... Yeah, this is 45 items per second, so... What have we got going on over here? Ah. Right. 600. I am willing to consider that one done. 15,000. What else we got? At the end of the day, it's a new day, yeah. At the end of the day, you have to do it all again. Time for a new patch. Yeah, it is, Michael. Got 92,000 there. 2.1 million there, or 3.7 million there. Or we go for that 8.3 million. That will require taking out 2 worms. But I do think it's probably the smartest course. How are we doing for this coal patch? 590k as well, okay. See if you can get 2 worms into a threesome after your date. My gosh. What on earth? 32,000. 7,000. Oh yeah, I've been sipping that hard. We'll be able to get more to it later though. I'm thinking we go exploring. Like, I don't think I've got enough time to dive into anything else. So maybe going exploring is a good idea. This is stalled. Why is it stalled? What are you missing? We're missing pink science. Why are we missing pink science? Fred, what are you up to? You are paused here. Because you got more than that. Damn it, Fred. Put you some water. W-A-T-E-R. I feel like you're mocking me, Bruce. Add a time limit so it doesn't stop indefinitely. Yeah, it's probably smart to do as well. Fred? Time passed. I feel like 120 seconds is a little bit too short, so... I don't know if both of those happen at the same time. Ah, you can. Okay. Well, we'll give it 4 minutes. There we go. So this should now dump its... Oh. I should duplicate this. Because it should go Volcanus, dump, Volcora, dump, and keep doing that. Low power. Do I have any? I don't. Okay. We'll have to come back to that, I guess. So my intention will be... Oh, what are you? Medium. There's another one right there. How come you're territorial unless it's not me? God. I was about to say, God, you're big worms, but then I was thinking, God, you're medium worms. Oh, that is so much lava. I am proper right impressed. Aww. A little baby coal patch. Where is it? Oh, I ran past it. That's small. So impressed I turned British. Yeah, exactly. Could be worms. What's the smallest... Ooh. What's the smallest patch you've ever seen, chat? Like, have you ever seen one that makes you just go like, wait, why is that an amount? Why is that a thing? $315? I got 5K here. 69. Dinner for two. Dang, I was gonna look at setting up mining this just for fun. But yeah, you're a small one. Oh, we've got more 88,000. My gosh. There is so much sulfur here, my dude. You are rich. Don't mind me. 16 million. Takes longer to set up than deplete, yeah. Okay, this is a good section of calcite. 16, 12, and 12. And that 16 isn't even a total because it wasn't completely discovered. Oh no. 16, 12, 12. That's 24, 40 million calcite. God, I love Volcanus. Am I thinking about how best to make this my home base? Maybe. Because I don't think there's anything particularly specific to Navis, isn't there? Where's oil? Asbestos bed. Uranium is only on Novus? Right, yeah, true. Oh, here's a bit of coal. Oh yeah, by the way, I mentioned that I was going to be doing a video on YouTube for a vintage story. I actually recorded it. Oh, what are you? Are you a medium? Big demolisher. Oh, you don't actually look that big. Like, it doesn't look much bigger. It's got way more health. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. .3. That is still the one to go for, in all honesty. If they learn to code, do we call it biters? I'd say get out, but I appreciate every viewer I have. So, I'm just gonna stare at you disapprovingly. But you can't see it, so, yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm achieving here. You know you're a big streamer when you can say get out. Alright, so I'm just clearing out the last of this fog of war, essentially. 74,000. What I'm thinking we're going to do is definitely setting up a train. Now, if I recall, in 2.0, they removed how much a single pipe can hold, didn't they? I'm trying to remember the specific changes they made for that. But yeah, even doing a huge run around, there is just, like, this is just so much tungsten that it is worth setting up and just running the train. That's right, yes. Infinite throughput, but it's limited per connection. Yeah, so you can set up multiple pumps, and that would solve it. And here we are. And here I stand. 19 rares. Go me. This worked so well by just dropping its stack size, and now it just feeds it as it goes. I'm so proud of all of this so far. I'm quite happy with it. That's where we're going to end things for tonight, though. Next stream, if someone wants to add the to-do... Oh, wait, you've already done it. Set up trains on Volcanus. That's pretty much it. We have automated green belts. So we have green splitters go into this. So we actually have 1.6k green splitters. We have what? 380 green underground belts. I'm just going to go get the other splitters because I'm just going to hit here with a quick automate order. So that's going to be using the upgrade. There we go. Upgrades for everyone. Oh yeah, this will also be part. Oh, I got plenty of green belts, yeah. I like the idea that it's just going to be random fast parts along here. Actually, I think I can... From this to this. From this to this. This to this. And then we do... There we go. And that will only upgrade belts, like belt stuff, but will also upgrade everything straight to green. This is going to be a while. Maybe I should get some belts into the bot network. I can't even build a bot network. All right, we are going to call it there. I will get too distracted with this. This is a fun thing to start with, though. Thank you all so much for being here. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. We will be diving back in 2 days' time. So not Monday, but Tuesday. There's an ad break running, but I don't know if that impacts raids. I think everyone in here is subscribed anyways. Thanks to Tomo and Konome being absolute legends. Yeah, it's been wonderful having you all here, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a good start to the week ahead. I'm looking forward to work. Might sound strange, but you know, that's me. Strange. But yeah, so we're going to go do a raid. And we're going to go visit Bloody Drongo, who is playing RimWorld. Appreciate you all being here. Yeah. I don't really much else to say. It's been a wonderful thing. I'll have to set up the mini painting stream that'll likely be next weekend. And yeah, that'll be fun too. Looking forward to that. And Sunday next weekend. Yep, that'll be when it is. So bring your paints and you can set up with me and we'll paint together. And we'll talk about all things, you know, have a good time. Yeah. Until then, though, take care and look after yourselves. And, yeah, stay caffeinated, hydrated, and medicated. Bye for now.